Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Comfy Cozy book discussion. This one is definitely going to be a little bit different than our normal ones. This is going to be our first bring your own book discussion. And before we get too further into the book discussion, I want to say that this is going to be spoiler free. So, we're going to keep it spoiler-free, as well as I'm asking everybody in the comments to keep their book spoiler-free, because obviously we've not read all of these, and we don't want to spoil the book for anybody. So make sure that, what you're commenting is not a big plot point of your book. But if you could let us know if you read an Agatha Christie book, let us know by leaving a magnifying glass down below. And you could also let us know what you read. But we are missing one of my beautiful co-hosts tonight. She is having a family emergency, and we are thinking about her, praying for her. But just lift her up in your prayers. But I am happy to have my friends here with me tonight, which I will let them introduce themselves in just a second. But if you are here, say hi and let us know what you read. And yeah. So we will go ahead, ladies, if you want to introduce yourself, tell us your name, which, we did see you on Sprints, but maybe there was somebody that didn't make it on Sprints. If you want to tell us your name, your channel if you have one, and tell us the book that you read. So we'll start with you, Jen.
Hi guys, I'm Jen. My channel is Pages in Chaos, and I read The Murder of Roger Ackroyd for Agatha August.
Very nice. All right, Jeannie. Who are you?
I am Jeannie. I don't have a YouTube channel, but I read The Mystery of the Blue Train for Agatha August.
Very nice. And last but certainly not least,
I'm Erin, and I don't have a channel, but I read Murder on the Orient Express.
I can't wait to hear your thoughts about that one. All right. And hello, everyone. My name is Hannah, and I'm the host of Comfy Cozy. And I do not have it physically. I did not buy it, but I read Cricket House by Agatha Christie. So we are going to be discussing all of these books, as well as let us know the books that you guys read. We will go ahead and see who else is here. We have another Jennifer in the house. Hello, Jen. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Betsy. Hello. You're going to have to remind me of your name.
That's Stina.
Stina. Yes, we met on Sprints last time. Hello, Amy. Hi, Erica. Awesome. Murder of Roger Ackroyd. Another Roger.
I'm curious to hear everyone's thoughts on it.
Yeah, maybe you guys will have different thoughts.
Yes.
All right, Stina read The Hound of Death, a short story collection. The Mystery of the Blue Train. Nice. Hi, Annie. Read The 13 Problems, which is the first Miss Marple short stories, which she wrote for mystery magazines. Still have 4 stories left. Really enjoying it. Nice. Hello, Brittany. Read a few. Murder on the Orient Express, Mysterious Affairs at Styles, The Murder on the Links, and currently Poirot Investigates. Nice. I love that for you. I love how ambitious you are. Agatha August, say less. Okay. So if you guys are ready, we will go ahead and dive into our first question. Again, if anybody popped in late, let's keep things spoiler free so we don't spoil other people's experiences. All right, so my first question is, have you read by Agatha Christie before? And if so, tell us what books. And to kind of keep things on track, we can let Jen start with this one, and then Jeannie, if you want to do number 2, start number 2, and then Erin, you can start number 3, and I'll start number 4. That way, everybody has a chance, and it's not up to Jen to start every single. Good one.
This is an easy one. It's okay.
Okay, Jen. Have you read by Agatha Christie before?
No, this was my first. I actually picked it up randomly when I went to Strands with Krista at Books and Jams, and I was just like, oh, I've never read Agatha Christie, and this was on a shelf, so I picked it up randomly. So this was my first, and apparently I've been told this was a good one to start with, even though it's like fourth in the Perot series. Yeah, so I do plan on reading more for sure.
Very nice.
I've read, and then there were none, and at least one or two more. Honestly, it's been a while, so I can't remember exactly what all I've read, but I think The Body on the Plane, there was one about a plane, and I can't remember the title of it.
Oh gosh, I've heard of that one too, but I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, something about a bee, maybe. I don't know. I'll look it up. But yes, I have.
Nice.
I have not read Agatha Christie before. This was my first time.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that this was a lot of her first. It was also my first, and I've always like been intimidated by her books, just because I don't love very flowery mysteries. And I was kind of thinking that, I mean, which it was very flowery and very different writing, but I really enjoyed it. So, but it was my first. All right, everybody, let us know. Was this your first? Halloween Party, A Midsummer Mysteries in the Body of the Library. Listen to them all on audio, and I'm not sure if that's the best thing to do. Yes, I also listen to mine on audio, and I do think that it's better if you tandem read. Did any of you read just audio, or did you tandem read, or how did you read?
I did both. Like I would switch back and forth. I did audio when like I was driving or whatever, but I mostly read in print because audio was I had to keep going back.
I did probably half and half, maybe. Actually, I probably did a little bit more audio just because it's faster for me.
Yeah.
And so I had started reading it physically, and then I was like, I'm probably not going to finish this in time. Maybe I should do audio.
I feel that. It takes me forever to read a physical book. Like physically read the book.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I did those too. And then I finished with audio. Just audio. So I could finish it.
Nice. First, Agatha. I was really scared to read after not loving the Thursday Murder Club. Yeah. But listen, that movie was so good last night, guys.
Yeah.
Like, you need to really watch the movie if you didn't like the book. First, Agatha as well. I read her before The Murder at Vicarage, The Murder of Roger, and then there were none in the Big Four. Nice. You guys have read a lot by her. Read almost everything. As I'm doing my chronological reread, I'm adding in the non-mystery novels and stories, someplace I've missed in her poetry. I love that. So you must be like a really big fan. Fourth, I'm reading Poirot in order. I love that. I have actually been interested in doing that.
I want to do that as well because I like reading this one. There's some things apparently about like Poirot, like you obviously learn in the first few, but I'm like, oh, I'm curious. Like it didn't ruin anything, but it was just like, oh, I'm curious to see where that storyline came from.
I'm sure they're like interconnected standalones. Yeah. Like you can read them alone if you wanted to, but like it adds to the experience if you read them together. But yeah, I love the character of Poirot.
Yeah, that's actually what I was about to say. I really like. He is a little not arrogant, but like he thinks highly of himself.
No, he is, but like well deserved. I think you know, like he knows that he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. He's well deserved, and it's also like in a way where it's like not oppressive. You know, like it's not a mean arrogance.
Yeah. Like he gives the people around him a chance to like catch up to what he already knows, you know,
Yeah,
without
yeah.
shaming them or something like that, or making them feel like, you know, bad about it.
Yeah, like Sherlock Holmes. I love Sherlock. I haven't read any of the books, but I've like watched
Mhm.
the show some.
Mhm.
And it's like he's arrogant and it is well deserved, but it's also in a very, again, oppressive or, you know, pushy way. Like, how do you not see this, you know? But Poirot is different. Like, yeah. So I like that aspect of him.
And I love that you actually say it correctly, Poirot. I can't. I can't properly say
really
it.
difficult. Like
Yeah.
Poirot.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't roll off the tongue like it should.
So,
No, especially when you're from New York and don't say your R's. So yeah.
I also watched the series, like the BBC show with my mom.
Mhm.
And so obviously they would say it there. Anytime I have to spell it though, in my head I say Poirot because that's the only yes.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wait, no.
Yes.
Poirot. No, I'm never gonna forget that ever. Why am I gonna say that from now on? Like that's Poirot.
Well, I feel like if I don't, then I keep wanting to. I think I keep wanting to put the I before the O, and so I have to say like Poirot because you know Poirot. Where am I supposed to put the I? I'm not French or well, French, Belgian. Anyway, whatever.
Oh my gosh! I knew you would be just as funny in real life. I could not wait to have a conversation with you. Poirot. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Just the audiobook for Brittany. Read 2 before the Halloween Party and Body in the Library. Carmen Tandem read. Kindle. Okay. Okay. Really enjoy her. Yes. I do think she can tell a good story.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh my gosh. These started in the 70s. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but I think
Okay.
I mean, I don't think that's pretty unpopular because I do think that Poirot has a good standing.
I do feel like he's more well known.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even know Miss Marple existed.
Yeah.
Until I started looking into more Agatha Christie's. Sherlock books and Agatha Christie books have a lot in common. In fact, that it's the sidekick's point of view we're getting the stories from. Oh, fun. Oh, that does sound really fun. I have not read or watched any of the Sherlocks, so I probably need to go back and do that. I recommend if you're a fan of the show or the game. Oh, yes, that sounds very fun. Poirot and Me. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, same.
I want to start watching one of the Agatha Christie series. Yes, that's actually like one of my questions that we'll talk about. I'll never. Poirot. There it is, Poirot.
Yeah, you're welcome.
She ruined the whole name for us. Agatha Christie's rolling over in her grave right now. Like, how dare you?
I wouldn't say that to her.
I'm glad. Oh gosh. Oh, from the audiobooks, I enjoyed Miss Marple more. Nice to know. All right, moving on. So just kind of pitch your book to us. Tell us what it was about. Tell us the characters, like overall brief synopsis of your book. My friends in the comments, you can do this too. Obviously, it gives you like a limit of how much you can write, but just kind of tell us like the main points of your book to kind of sell it to somebody who has not read it. So,
yeah. So the Mystery of the Blue Train, this young heiress is traveling to Nice and she gets murdered on the train. And Poirot kind of comes out of retirement. It says in the book that he has retired, but he helps the police with the case. And it's interesting because she was about to get a divorce from her husband and he was on the train. And so it kind of muddies everything. And obviously there are several red herrings and that kind of thing because, you know, Agatha Christie. So.
Mm-hmm. We'll go this way. So, Erin, you can go next, and then I'll go, and we'll go in a circle.
Okay. So mine, Hercule Poirot, he was on vacation. I guess he never takes vacations, but he was on holiday, as they say, and on this train, and they get trapped. There's like an avalanche situation, and there's 12 passengers, and murder happens. So it's basically him figuring it out. The whole book is that. And I guess if you're a seasonal reader, it would be a good winter read.
Nice to know.
That's my sound.
Well, I read Crooked House, and Crooked House is basically following a journalist who is dating a girl, and this girl comes to him and says, someone has murdered my grandfather, and he was very rich, and a lot of people they had motive to kill him. And basically he goes and interviews the entire family. It's very, very much Knives Out-esque. It gives that same kind of a premise. But a lot of things start happening within that family. And it's very much family secrets, family drama, Agatha Christie style. So if you like Knives Out, I would say you would really like Crooked House.
Okay, so I read The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, and there's a lot of layers to this story. So it starts off with a wealthy widower who it appears that she's taken her own life, and she is engaged to Roger Ackroyd, but then once she's found, a few days later he's found dead, and everybody basically is a suspect, but the only person who so they have his lawyer, person who is I forget what he's called, but he transcribes his letters for him, his maid, his butler. So everybody is a suspect, but they all have alibis except for his stepson from his first marriage. And everyone is convinced that it was either him or his supposed fiance, which is also his actual niece. So I said, it's a whole lot of layers, but I don't think it was too confusing. But the person who finds Roger Ackroyd is the doctor, who is also the narrator of the book. So I thought that was interesting, and I'm curious if that is something or if Poirot was ever the narrator in these series. So that was something that intrigued me, because Poirot was almost a back character. And he was also coming out of retirement in this one as well. So I don't know. Is that a theme with him?
Well, Betsy asked that, and I was honestly going to say that because it is very much a thing for him to come out of retirement. He acts like he's going to.
Right. But, so I was that's something that intrigued me, is I was curious if the narrator of the books is different in each book of the series.
I feel like in The Blue Train, it was more like an omniscient narrator.
Okay.
I mean, it was actually multi-POV. Okay. So in the beginning, it jumped from several different people. And then once the mystery actually started, then it mostly stuck with Poirot. But it was more of a omniscient narrator in mine. So
okay. Yeah, so that was interesting that it was all from Dr. Shepard's point of view. So everything was from his his thoughts and all that stuff. So that was pretty cool.
That is fun that she kind of mixes that up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not all the same. Nice. My friends, if you would like to, in the comments, if you would like to tell us about your book as well, or some of us read the same books. So you can add anything that we left out. Stina's telling us about The Hound of Death. It's a collection of 12 stories with a supernatural aspect. Witness for the prosecution is probably the best known. Nice. And then Annie's telling us about the 13 problems. It's about meetings of the Tuesday Night Club, which are discussions of crimes that they know about. There are 5 members, including Miss Marple and a retired Scotland Yard inspector. Oh, that sounds good.
Sounds
Mm-hmm.
That actually sounds similar to the Thursday Murder Club.
Yeah.
Like, was it better? Annie, did you read Thursday Murder?
I'm convinced that he was inspired by Agatha Christie in that book then.
100%.
Now that like cinches it for me. Like I think that was a cute little nod in the movie yesterday.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of things that we love so much are inspired.
Mm-hmm.
Christie for sure. Midsummer Mysteries, a collection of short stories that are all summer-based. Okay. Nothing like the Thursday Murder Club since this is retro. I liked them all. Good. It's usually Hastings, but not always.
So wait, Stina, is Hastings the friend that Poirot is always talking about? Because at least in my book, he kept mentioning his friends. Is that Hastings?
Yeah, I've heard that too.
I think so.
Yeah, okay. Because he was talking about how he misses his friend who's off like exploring in and things. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot from the TV show, but I do remember Hastings was in it, and I couldn't remember his name earlier, so I'm glad she said that. But
that's probably it then. That's probably
yeah.
Okay, here's Stina.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. So that is the friend that he's referencing in my book then. Okay. I always forget, like I said, I had to actually look up the character list just to keep some of them. Most of the main characters were okay. It was some of them that I was like, wait, who's that again?
Nice.
Yes.
Halloween Party is another one that I've been kind of interested in. It's where a 13-year-old child is murdered at a local Halloween party. After bragging she saw a murder, and they bring Poirot in to help solve the murder. Because it's a very short one, too. From the very first book in the Poirot series, they talk about how he was a detective of his time and just been so smart. He's retired when we meet him.
That makes much more sense.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you just blew my mind. So we're just getting the later end of his life.
So he's not like a private detective. Like he was an actual... Or he was, but he's I know.
Yeah, I guess in the series, it's more like he's doing it for fun, or like as a favor to people, or just because he's in the right situation to be able to help.
Yeah, it's like you can take the detective out of the, you can't take that away from somebody that's that good.
Yeah. It's kind of like, if someone's a doctor and, there's a medical emergency, you're not going to say, oh, I'm not a doctor anymore, I'm retired.
Right.
Might as well, I'm already here.
Yeah.
In that era, Christie was casting for a new sleuth, and I think she was trying out the narrator's mother. You just know all of these things, Stina. Like, how do you know all of these things? Hastings is his BFF.
Yeah. Okay.
Goes off somewhere else and gets married. Okay, that makes sense. That she didn't.
I think in this one he's in like South Africa or something like that. Maybe I could have totally made that up, but he's not there. He's traveling somewhere.
He was a police detective in Belgium. Then he. Are we talking about Poirot?
I think so.
I try, guys. I try. Sorry.
He eventually sets up his shop as a consulting detective. Nice. Thank you, Stina, for letting us know all of these things. All right. Let's talk about we kind of talked about this a little bit, but was your book more character-driven, plot-driven, or both? Was it a mixture of both? Erin, would you like to start us off for this one?
Sure. Mine was definitely plot-driven. Characters weave in, they're important towards the end, but it was mainly plot driven, I think. I can say why I liked it or disliked it. on the next question.
Oh. Mine was definitely more character driven because we were interviewing lots of people. We were interviewing lots of different family members. So mine was definitely more character driven. Now, obviously there was still a very good plot going on, but it was still more character driven as the story went on. So
See, I'm horrible at trying to figure this out. Like I'm never good at that. So according to Storygraph, it was more. It definitely says more plot driven.
Mhm.
But like because like every character, like you said, it's like they're all intertwined. But I guess I'm gonna go with plot driven according to Storygraph. The majority of people definitely. I mean, I think it was more plot driven, but again, I'm never correct with those.
Yeah, it can be
hard to tell.
Yeah,
it's
like
hard
with these types of mysteries, like it's definitely harder to tell.
And you can say both. Like it had a good mixture of both.
Yeah, I do feel like Blue Train was more plot driven. Looking back on it, I don't think there was really a whole lot of character development. So, yeah, I would definitely say plot.
I do like me some character development, though.
Yeah.
All right. Was this a question? She was answering.
She was answering me when I asked where, like when I said where he was. I think he was in like South Africa. She said South America.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Also read Murder on the Orient Express, and I feel like it was more character driven. See, and that's also like objective too. Like some people only really notice the plot, and some people notice more of the characters. So it's always a hard question to answer. I'd say these stories are plot driven, but the characters are important because of how they deal with the supernatural events. Yeah, your book sounds really fun. With short stories, mine was a plot driven, except that Miss Marple solves the mysteries based on her insight into human behavior. Oh, cool. I love that.
I really love Agatha Christie in the sense of her diversity. Because like even with what we've been talking about so far, like the point of views have been diverse, the plot versus character have been diverse, and then also thinking about the psychological aspect. Like Poirot is a lot like that too. Like he studies human behavior.
Yeah,
and I mean not in the same way as Miss Marple. I've read some of those short stories, but yeah, she was a master.
Would you say that you like Miss Marple better or Poirot?
I would say I like Poirot better. I think Miss Marple, the short stories that I read, a lot of it was like she would sometimes go on a little bit because she's an elderly lady. And so she would like go on this big explanation. And I fully understand that that's who the character is. And like Agatha Christie did really well with that aspect of it, but it wasn't my taste quite as much. I still liked her, but I prefer that Poirot it isn't so long-winded most of the time.
Got you. Jen wanted to mix things up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, I have been struggling all day. Like I was driving today, and for some reason I always put my maps on my phone just because we have all the cameras. So like even though I know how to drive home, I put it on, and like none of the directions were coming up. It kept telling me I had no service. I couldn't listen to my audiobook. I get home and my internet I'm just like, oh.
Technology has not been your friend today.
No.
Oh gosh.
Sorry.
Okay. Without going too much into spoilers, what were your dislikes, likes, or loves about your book? Is it my turn to start?
It is.
Okay. I would say we'll start with likes. I liked the fact that it reminded me a lot of Knives Out. I liked the writing. I loved the plot twist. And I disliked it did lull. It did and I think it was the floweriness of it that was like, okay, can we get to the point? But I also read a lot of thrillers, and I also jump straight to the point usually. So I think that was just more of a personal preference. But it did lull for me in like 50 to 60%. So that was mine. Jeannie, take it away.
I would say overall, I liked most of it. I did feel like the plot twist kind of came out of nowhere. But that being said, I'm also not one that really pays attention to the clues. Like I had thoughts on who I thought it was, and I was wrong. But which sorry, I jumped ahead on that question, but it also was one of those things that it seemed like the situation wasn't. I didn't go back and think like, oh yeah, that's where this came up, and I could have seen this coming. So yeah, it was seemed a little out of the blue, but for the most part, I loved it. I really liked the writing. It was easy to get into. It was fairly short. Yeah, so I think that's really the only thing I could say that I didn't like.
Nice.
As much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I did like the plot twist. I didn't see it coming. But that being said, I love cozy mysteries. I think for the cozy aspect, and this wasn't thrilling. It's like I wasn't excited to keep picking it up, I guess. And then there wasn't the cozy element, which usually keeps me interested with cozy mysteries. So I didn't like that, and it could be the writing style. Could have been that too, but I did like that. I thought the plot twist was really good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to be careful because spoilers. So I generally like historical cozy mysteries. Like overall, I guess this would kind of fall in a historical because of the time period. Like I actually read a book, Murder at Mallowan Hall, which is supposed to have taken place in Agatha Christie's house, like the murder and everything. So I definitely liked that I could kind of see that parallel in that. I love Perot. Like I loved interacting with him. I don't know if I would say this is a dislike because I still enjoyed the story, but there were certain storylines that were very predictable.
Really?
Maybe. I mean, maybe I'm just like getting good at this, but I felt like there was one specific storyline that I'm like, I saw that coming, but it didn't like keep from my enjoyment of the book. So like, I still really enjoyed it. And then again, I might be like the outlier here because most people are saying they did not guess who it was. And I did. Like, I had this suspicion at a certain point in the book that I'm like, it has to be this. I thought it was for a completely different reason. And I kind of wish the reason I thought, because it would have maybe added a little bit more to it, would have been the real reason. But again, I don't know if I would count that as a dislike because I still enjoyed the story overall. I think I disliked the like where the murder took place and everything because like it took place in a house. And to me, like when I read the historical cozies, like the last two I read, like one of them happened like at a party, and then one of them happened what did I read? I don't even know where my cozies are. They're up there, like A Botanist's Guide to Parties and Potions. And then there was one, The Most Agreeable Murder. I don't know. One of them takes place in like a university, like, you know, like, so I'm not so much like, I don't like when it takes place like in the person's home. Like it's not as exciting to me. But again, generally it didn't take away too much. Okay, Stina. So I'm glad I'm not like the only one because I know a lot of people like in the Discord who read them were like, yeah, that was a huge plot twist.
I feel like if I was reading like a Poirot mystery and figured it out, I'd be like, am I Poirot now?
I'm better than everyone. Like when you said that, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Because I thought I was on to Agatha Christie in this one, and I was so wrong. And I'm like, wow, that's very good.
Yeah, I don't know, and I never guessed them, like, ever. So I think there was maybe only one other time that I guessed who the killer is, like, generally overall. Well, one or two times, but I'm generally so bad at that. So I was a little shocked at myself.
I am very impressed. You need to put that book up on a shelf somewhere and like
yeah, like it's gonna go right in front of the
Oh, well, let us know, like, anybody else read Jen's book, like, did you guess?
yeah, because I need to know.
Jen didn't.
Okay.
Kudos to you. My favorite part was when Prose sat everyone down at a table and told all the suspects that everyone was lying.
Yes. Oh my God, I loved that part. And then when the one person who he knew didn't come out, and then he's like, well, you're the, like, I was waiting for, and
that is so good.
Yeah. Because I think there were like multiple people, but he said like 4 of you at this table are lying. But like I don't think there were 4 specific people, or I don't know if 4 was the number, 4 or 5, whatever. But yeah. So it was like you were always trying to guess who that other person was who was lying.
That's good. That's good. Carmen had an inkling who did it, but thought, no, I'm just imagining things.
So I thought so at 2 at first. Like I thought like, no, it can't be. But then I'm like, no, it has to be, because it's the only thing that makes sense. And again, but my reasoning was off, like way off, which I feel like kind of would have made it a little bit more exciting if it was.
Okay, Betsy guessed it too.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Like, I still loved it, you know? It didn't take away from that.
Round of applause for everybody who did that. That was fantastic. The narration, the voices threw me off in the story, and it made it hard to follow. I get that. That can definitely taint a book for me. I've never guessed an Agatha Christie villain. I did like how in the body of the library in chapter 6, the little boy is listing off mystery novels he likes and says he likes Agatha Christie novels. We were watching the
self-insert there
last night, and in the Thursday Murder Club, they mentioned Agatha Christie.
Yeah.
We were like, wow, perfect. All right. We talked about this a little bit too, but if you were to recommend us like a book, like if you liked this, then you'll like this book. What would that book be, or what would that movie be? So recommend us a book or a movie that is similar to your book. And Jeannie, I think this one's you. Maybe.
So it was supposed to be me, but I got kicked out.
Yeah.
We did it.
Sorry, Jeannie.
No worries. I couldn't think of a whole lot. I will say Murder on the Orient Express, mainly because of the whole train theme. It was different in Blue Train because they weren't stuck on the train. Like they were able to get off, and it wasn't like a kind of isolation type thing. I'm not great at thinking of other things like to compare them to, so I couldn't think of anything else other than Murder on the Orient Express.
I mean, I feel like that's good enough with the train aspect.
Yeah, I do love trains.
Oh, me too. All right, Miss Erin.
So mine's more of a question, but isn't the new Riley Sager book supposed to be similar?
I think it's like
this one.
Yes, it's more geared toward that one than I feel like Jeannie's book. Because yours is more isolated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm interested to read that and see what if I like it better. I think I probably would, but
yeah, I feel like if you liked this one, then you might like. It's definitely got Riley Sager components of it,
Mhm.
Like it is more thrilling than I feel like Agatha Christie would get.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at the comments, and I think I would agree with Betsy about the clue aspect. I'm also kind of bad at like this. I did immediately think of like one or two, but I can't really say it because I feel like it would be a spoiler. But I would say if you like this, I would suggest like a few just historical cozies. Like again, like Murder at Mallowan Hall was actually supposed to have taken place in Agatha Christie is a real life person in the book, not just like, I mean, I know she's a real life person, but you know what I mean? Like she's actually in the murder and like in the book. So like I really enjoyed that one. I would just say like it has all of the vibes of historical cozy mysteries, which I do like. I started reading those before like just general cozy mysteries. So yeah, I would
What's
definitely
the name of that again?
the Murder at Mallowan Hall. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up on. Oop, that is
Madeline. Like
Mallowan. Hold on.
Mallowan.
Yeah. Can you see? Is it backwards? I think it's backwards.
Oh, I see it. I got it.
Yeah. That I only read the first one. Like it's a series as well, but like I just loved that one. That was one of my first like historical cozy mysteries.
That looks so fun.
Yeah, but it's a dead body is found at a house party at the home of Agatha Christie, and her husband Max Mallowan is up to the famous author's head of household, who is the woman, the head, like what do they call them, the head maids, and like she tries to figure it all out. I really enjoyed that. It was fun. So it just definitely would be similar vibes in my opinion.
Fine. I'm definitely
Do you think it would be
the second husband? Stina. See, Stina, you got it. Like she's all things Agatha Christie.
Do you think it would be spoilers to like share how they characterized Agatha Christie in that book? I could see her like being way ahead of her time, but I could also see her being like prim and proper as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they really like the focus. I don't think was so much on her. I mean, I read it so long ago. I'm trying to like see what my thoughts were on, like what I wrote for it.
That does also make sense though, because I feel like when you're talking about real people that were as prolific as she was, then it's hard to, put a character that you don't know who that was. It's easier with someone like, Abraham Lincoln, where you don't actually really know much.
Right. Yeah. So I'm looking and it's more focused on I forget how to say her name. The head maid, the housekeeper, I forget what they called her. Searching for clues. Her husband is included. Again, it's like not a like you're the main focus, because I guess you're right for the reasons why you said wasn't so much on her, but just like it was more of like the setting and like she's like a side character. Oh, somebody was saying something, Jen. So yeah, I would have to reread that to kind of see now, because now going back, that's something to look into now that I've read an Agatha Christie, because I read it so long. I don't even have the dates on here of when I read it on Goodreads.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check that one out.
I just thought it was like again with historical cozies, there were a lot of characters to follow, but when you're not like with the Thursday Murder Club and what was the other one I read? We Solve Murders. It was just like too many, like
it's too much.
Too many storylines.
You can overdo it.
I felt like it was overdone. Whereas like Agatha is a couple of different side quests, so to speak, but like they all connect and you could see it early on. You don't have to wait to the end to find out how they connect, really.
Yeah. And it really takes my
but then again, I also guessed it. So maybe I'm just saying because I knew. So maybe not. Maybe just because I knew ahead of time.
But it takes my enjoyment away, like when there's so much going on and the killer's revealed, and then I'm like, who's that?
Right. Yeah.
What did they have to do with it? And it makes me angry because I win the whole book and now I don't even know.
Yeah.
So I will say though, I feel like it's different when it's done on purpose. Like, there are some books where it's like they don't tell you like all of the stuff happens off page, which can be frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if it's someone that you're supposed to follow throughout the book and you can't remember who they are, that's frustrating.
Right. That's a
But
problem.
if it's someone like they were purposely a background character, like a maid that, you know, tried to stay out of the way or whatever, like that makes more sense and can be more enjoyable.
Jennifer says she can't think of a movie or another book to compare any of the books everyone has read. James Bond movies, which we kind of talked about last night too. You will like the Big Four minus the girls. I'm sorry, friends, if I skip your comment. I am losing track of them. I would recommend the Clue movie. Yeah. I think
I definitely got those vibes from the book as well.
I love that movie. It's so good. It's so like stupid humor, but it's so funny. I love it.
I still need to watch it.
It's so good.
Oh, you gotta watch.
Aaron, have you watched the Clue movie?
I haven't.
Oh my
I would love it, probably.
Just need to get on that. It's so good. It's really stupid humor, but
I like that.
I thought it was hilarious. I'd say these stories have a bit of a Victorian ghost story feel to them, so anything along those lines. Books kind of remind me of Murder, She Wrote in a way. I love Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah.
That they break down how they figured out who they killed. I love that's like all me and my mom would watch growing up.
That's always like my favorite part of like these cozy, like these mysteries. Is like when the person like Poirot or the investigator like says exactly how he figured out and how he knew. Like that's my favorite part of the book.
So good. Yeah. Like let us into your brain.
Exactly. Like the thought. I love that.
Yes.
I wish my brain worked like that, but it just doesn't. All right. Next, does your book have an adaptation? If so, do you have plans to watch it? And I think so. Let's just go with you.
Mine does. I looked it up, and there's I think 2 movies, a couple different shows, a radio, something. I watched the movie. This is terrible. I watched the movie before I finished the book.
No!
For shame, for shame.
No! You guys did not hear that come out of her mouth. Absolutely not. No. Were you dying when you saw the ending?
Oh my goodness. I had no idea. But the movie is good. The movie is good. Watch the movie.
Oh my god. Out of all the movies you could have seen before you finished the book.
No.
Oh my god.
It was good though. And Johnny Depp wasn't in a lot of it. I thought he would be a bigger part.
Oh. So when you said you were shocked at the ending, she meant the movie, guys. About the
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Oh my gosh. I am disappointed, but it's okay. All right. Jen,
I did finish the book.
Good.
Okay, good.
Were you at least semi-shocked? With like for the feel. Like Agatha, I'm sorry.
So mine does, but the only one that I found was an adaptation from 2000 on BritBox.
Oh.
Well, it's on Brit. That's the only way to watch it. It was like, it seems like it's a whole bunch of like episodes, like longer episodes of some of his different books. So I definitely have to see if I can get like a free trial of BritBox or something like that. But I can't, like, there was I guess like a radio show, like you said, Erin. Otherwise, I haven't been able to. There's got to be something that was done before the year 2000. But that seems to be the only one that I was able to find.
There's talk.
Yeah,
that's the next one going to be adapted.
Okay,
I really hope so. Don't write that down anywhere, but I'm pretty sure that I've heard rumors because they've redone the Death on the Nile, Halloween Party, and then there's rumors that that's the next one.
See, like something came up on YouTube, but I think it's just like maybe somebody reading the book. I don't know. But yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So like that's the only one that comes up as like legit is the one from 2000 and it's only on BritBox. So I don't know. Anyone got BritBox?
BritBox. I have never even heard of that. What is BritBox?
It's
Is it a streaming platform?
it is.
It's
I
British.
believe you can get it through like well, I think BritBox has its own app, but I've seen it through like Prime, like you can get it as an add-on. I was specifically looking like it's obviously a lot of shows that you can't get here in the United States unless you have BritBox. But then there's some shows that even with the BritBox subscription you can't watch, which is like stupid. But anyway, like what's the point of paying if you still can't watch it? Yeah, so it has definitely got a lot of shows. It seemed they had a lot of Agatha Christie ones too when I was looking up the app. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Mine does, and I am so excited to watch it. It came out in 2017, and that's the movie cover. It looks
Ooh.
very atmospheric.
Yeah.
Very Knives Out. So I'm definitely gonna watch it. It came out in 2017, so it's fairly new. And I think that might be the only adaptation. But yeah, I definitely am going to watch it.
Mine does. It might just be like an episode of Poirot in one or more of the adaptions. But I don't think I don't know of any movie of the Blue Train.
Okay. And you were joined by a guest.
Yes. He was coming up to me. This is
Oh my god!
Bones.
Until he just turned around, I didn't realize
Yes.
I was like, I thought it was a void. I thought it was a blanket.
Yeah, this is Bones.
Bones.
Until as he was walking up, I was like, I probably shouldn't have worn a black shirt. Because now it's just going to be this like little floating head with green eyes.
I just now saw that. Oh my gosh, you do look like a floating head. Oh, he's so cute.
Oh,
He is.
Hello,
He's a
Bones.
handsome boy.
Oh
I
my
need
goodness.
cat.
Aaron's
orange, I need a
husband, Zach, popped in, and I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Zach, thank you for being here. And you tell her, because that's really unacceptable. And your kids are watching. Hello. Aaron's children. We're so happy you're here.
oh.
Shame on your mother. I've read Chrissy's stage adaptation to The Witness of the Prosecution, and I think the screen adaptation I watched as a BBC or Masterpiece Theater program. Nice. Yes, multiple. I think there are 3 different movies on this book. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got that.
We got it. Yeah.
Gave me Louise Penny vibes with her chief inspector. Nice.
I
All
haven't
right.
read Louise Penny yet. I keep
Not
she's on my TBR. I know.
I have seen a couple of those books.
Yeah.
Interested. All right. And we kind of covered this with the genius that Jen is, but did you guess the ending of your book? And did anything shock you? Which, I mean, we kind of went over that too, but does anybody have anything else to add about that? Because I was very shocked at the ending of my book, and it was really good, personally. So.
Yeah, I definitely did not. Like I said, I think it was well done, and he does explain how he found out who it was or figured out who it was. It's just a lot of that happened off page, and I would have liked to have seen it. But yeah, I did not even close to guess.
Which we know Erin didn't guess hers. Did you have an inkling of did you have theories?
Yes, I did, but I was wrong.
It's easy to be wrong in that
It's
one.
crazy. It's crazy.
So with mine, I guessed who it was, but there is a little ending that I was like, huh, I did not expect that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like so I was just like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I guessed it.
He did.
Did
He
you really? No.
He did. How?
Did he like let you know beforehand and be like, "This is gonna happen"?
No. Well, he like said it out loud, and I was like, not it.
Whatever, guy.
Totally
Whatever.
was.
Round of applause.
Yeah.
The twist got me.
Jennifer, you read Roger Ackroyd, right? Yeah. I believe she read the same one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her and
So,
Betsy.
yeah.
This is a fun question. If you could ask Agatha Christie one question, what would you ask her?
Who's up? Am I up? Who's up?
Go ahead, Jen.
Jen.
I don't know. Okay. I don't know if it's so much a question. I would just love to get in her mind, like how she comes up with, because clearly she has. I mean, I'm assuming we don't get a lot of overlap, or like, you know, I haven't really heard anyone kind of say that she gets overly repetitive, you know, and anybody that's read a lot of her books. So I would love to just get in her mind and find out where she gets all of these inspiration and this idea to have so many, you know, stories to tell.
Mine kind of stems off of that because I would ask her, like, was she inspired by someone or did she come up with everything on her own? Because, like, even a good writer takes inspiration from other things. Obviously, like, so many things have been inspired from her. And I would just be like, did you come up with everything on your own? Because you kind of laid the foundation, sister.
Right. Yeah.
You were it.
Yeah.
So, Jeannie, what would you ask her?
I think I would like to ask her about her process when she's writing a novel, and how she formulates that mystery and that kind of thing. You know, being someone who wants to write and, you know, is starting that process for the first time. I'm not like working on a mystery, but I would like to at some point. And so it would be cool to know, like, how she formulates that. Like, of course, so many people are going to have their own methods and processes, but it would be cool, like the Queen of Mystery, to know what her process is.
Fun. I like that.
Oh,
I would want to know.
Sorry, I know. Get ahead. Sorry, go ahead, Erin. No, I just, Stina wrote something that I'm like, oh, I'm a little like, wow, that's interesting. But go ahead.
Okay. I would want to know what her favorite book is.
Ooh.
Or author.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
That was actually the question that I asked Riley Sager. Like, I got to ask him a question at this last meetup with him. You know, they like ask for questions. And I said, "What's your favorite book?" I had to look it up, but that's a really fun question.
Yeah.
It's always fun to like see what other people enjoy.
Yeah.
Especially Agatha Christie. Okay, let's see. She's talking about Murder on the Orient Express. I knew somebody else read Murder on the Orient Express. Don't usually try very hard to solve the mystery, so I always shocked at every short story. I appreciate that all the suspects are in her stories from the beginning. Yes. Oh, why did you pick the name Poirot when it's so hard to pronounce? Poirot. Maybe it was Poirot and we just all got it wrong.
I mean, there was, you know, audiobooks back then.
I don't think so. I feel like it's not nearly as difficult for, like, you know, French speakers. So.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. That's true. I would want to know how she comes up with those crazy plot twists. Yes. Oh,
good to know.
Autobiography.
Ooh.
I
do have one. I haven't read it yet.
What is the name of her autobiography? I think, is it
The one that I have is just Agatha Christie, an autobiography.
Okay. Because that would be really, really cool to read.
Yeah.
Which character was most fun to write? That's a good one.
This was the one I was like, oh, that's interesting. Because, like, I don't know if anybody's ever watched, like, Law and Order or, you know, they're all not inspired. They're fictional, but they're inspired by, you know, true-ish events. So that kind of was like, oh, that's cool.
Huh.
They weren't the first ones to do that.
If you haven't read it, you need to read And Then There Were None. You'll never guess the ending. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody read that. And Then There Were None. I feel like that's a pretty common one.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite thing about traveling in the Middle East?
Yeah.
I was also thinking about this, Carmen. Like just ask her about what happened in that time of her life that she disappeared. I mean, it's none of my business, but I would have liked to ask her, like, yeah, because I'm nosy. Like, where'd you go, girl? Like, what's going on?
I feel like I read another cozy or historical mystery that, like, had that, but, like, it wasn't Agatha Christie, but it was, like, inspired by, like, her disappearance, or maybe it was.
I think you're thinking of is it the Christie Affair? One of those books does play out.
Oh no, oh, it was a Book of the Month book. I have it. It's like all the way down there. I can't get it. I think that's what it was. We saw no. The heck is it? It was like the spoof one, like the genre blend. Hold on, I gotta get it now.
Oh, your Hogwarts blanket is so cute.
Oh my god, this one is so old. But I got this one like years ago. Hi, Nugget. The Most Wonderful. Is this the one where they?
Oh, okay.
I feel like this was inspired by that. I mean, maybe not. Yeah.
I forget what it's like.
So like they're all. So these two ones, they're both like writers of like very different types, and they're invited to the Queen of Cozy Mysteries house for like some big event. Yeah.
It was good. Did you read that?
I love this one.
Oh, it was so good. Ginny, you and Erin need to read that one. That was fun.
So
I read
yeah,
that
so
one.
I feel like this was
nice.
With Carmen's question. I feel like maybe this might have been inspired by that. I got to look into that.
Does it have any spice in it? Because it's a romance, isn't it?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
I think it's very more of a mystery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a genre blend of rom-com and mystery. So that's what they described it as.
It does seem like there was maybe one scene in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm thinking that there's maybe one.
It's okay.
But it wasn't anything crazy or anything.
Okay.
But it was really fun.
I lost my phone.
And here's the cover of the Agatha Christie autobiography that I have.
Oh my gosh.
It is just Agatha Christie, an autobiography.
Yeah. The books. Oh my gosh.
Yes. I will
it.
say it was published previously, and that cover is a newer one, like a newer edition. I think it said it was originally published in like 1977.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did any of you know what year she died?
I can Google it. I was actually like, that question was in my mind too.
And Jennifer, I also was thinking about this question, like, because when she was an author, women couldn't do a whole lot. So did you have a hard time in your career? For sure. Oh.
Going back to very quickly, the Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. So Fable says some spice, closed door romance, suggestive dialogue, but no explicit intimate scenes.
Okay.
That's the general consensus.
Okay, maybe that's what I was thinking of, like more suggestive than anything. Nice. Thanks for letting us know that, Jen.
Of course.
And she died in 1976. So I guess it was published posthumously. Because it was first published in 77, I thought it said.
Yeah, I thought that she died a lot earlier than that for some reason. Maybe I was thinking of when she was born. Oh, 1976.
I feel like the 70s sounds about right, because I feel like saying like, wow, I feel like she was like it was like one of those like she could live forever type of things. Like I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. When was she born? Like I don't know when she was, but yeah.
1890.
Yeah, right. So
She was 80-ish.
80s. Yeah.
That sounds so weird that she was
I know.
born in 1990 and then died.
Yeah.
It sounds like she was forever old.
Well, that's what these kids look at. Like, Miss, you were born in 1985.
You
Yeah.
were born in the 1900s.
You were born in the 1900s. So like, I feel like it's given those vibes.
Have you guys seen the shirts that are like, be gentle with me, I was born in the 1900s?
Yeah.
Honestly, though, like, I would not change it for anything.
Yeah.
I would not choose to be born in the 2000s. Not that I could have chosen, but
These kids today are a different breed.
yes,
For sure. Like the generations are definitely a lot different.
yeah.
She wrote it with instructions for it to be published after her death.
Okay.
Oh,
See,
okay.
Tina, like, come out. Like, she's our go-to Agatha.
Yeah. Why am I even Googling any of this?
I love that.
It's the Google.
Yeah, there you go.
Tina is my go-to Google. I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
She actually wrote Curtain. I've never heard of Curtain. Way early in the Poirot series because she was anxious to kill him off.
Wait, is that the one that everyone was saying, like, you could read the Poirot series in any order except for that book? Like, that has to be read last?
I guess.
Yeah.
If
Let us know,
she
Stana.
was going to kill him off, I'm guessing that's the one it happens in.
Oh, I didn't even.
She's anxious to kill him off. Oh my god.
Oh,
That
God.
is so funny to think about. Agatha, girl.
That kind of makes me think that, like, the character of Poirot probably annoyed her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She was like, I'm just so sick of writing him.
So I thought it was a character, the way we were talking about. So it's a book.
Yeah. That's the final book. Yeah, I forget. Maybe it was Leandra, TBR0. Like, I was watching I think she has a video on, like, the guide to Agatha Christie, and she said, like, you can read them in any order except for Curtain. And I remember somebody saying that, like, she wrote that earlier on before the other books, but the intention of having it read last. So
Interesting.
This makes me want to read them all.
yeah.
I just want to read them all. Yay, Gen X. All right.
I'm technically like an early millennial, but I feel more like a zennial. Like,
Millennial.
yeah. Because, like, I don't feel completely millennial, but I'm not completely Gen X either.
Millennials? I think millennials are like right. I'm a Gen Z, so millennials are right.
Millennials, technically, they say started like around 82, 83-ish.
And they went to 96.
Yeah.
Like the technical definition.
I'm 85. My brother is 90. We're both technically millennials, but like I feel like a lot of our experiences were vastly different in the 4 years. Like we were only 4 years apart. But I feel like there was a little bit of a difference in like some things that we experienced.
I watched a video the other day. Maybe it was today. I don't even remember. But it was talking about the millennial generation is like one of the most divided because you have like zennials that remember before the internet was a thing.
Yeah.
Then you have early millennials that it's like they kind of remember it, but like, you know, they had the computer, but most of them didn't have it at home. And then you have the ones that were born in the 90s that are like 90s babies.
Yeah. Like my brother always grew up with a computer in the house because my mother needed it. She went back to college, but me, I was like a junior in high school. I think that's when she went back or we got it. Like I was a sophomore or junior in high school when we got the computer. So I definitely remember life before that. Whereas my brother, you know, pretty like as far as his formative memory years, like always had the computer in the house.
Yeah, I don't remember a time without computers, which is crazy to think because everybody else in my family is like, we didn't have computers, it's technology or anything like that. But I mean, it was dial up, like it was the big box computer, but
Mhm.
still. Carmen.
I am sure that's not true. What is Dana's favorite series or character? Yes, Dana, like you are the
Mhm.
Agatha Christie go-to.
I think she answers it further down. Yeah.
Um,
Oh wow.
Ah,
open matter for oh my gosh. Sina, how do you know all of these things? She actually writes a blurb about how much Poirot gets on her nerves. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. So I'm curious if like I read all of his stories, if like that'll change. Because right now I love him. Like I just love his. I don't know. Like
I mean, she wrote him very likable. I feel like
Yeah.
Jeannie was talking about. Like, I feel like he's pretty likable. Oh, that is so funny. Cricket Hat's your favorite? It was Christy's favorite too.
oh wow.
Love both Poirot and Marple, but I have a big soft spot for Tommy and Tuppence.
I want to read that series.
I think Adria was reading one of them,
Yeah.
and said it was pretty good so far. Until I was adult. Nice. Before we had a computer and we only had one TV in the house.
I remember the day we got cable, like it was such a big deal. Like, and again, I was older. I was like in middle school. Like, and I like the cable. And then that's when I got a TV in my room. When they got the cable box in the living room, I got my own little tiny TV. It was like this big.
Oh,
And I could only use the rabbit ears. I couldn't use
Oh, the rabbit ears. I do remember the rabbit ears. I do remember the rabbit ears.
Jennifer.
All right. Who convinced you to read their book? So, like, which book do you think that you're most likely to pick up next? So, out of all the ones discussed, or you could even pick one that's not been discussed. Like, if you have one, like, especially on your radar, that none of us read, let us know that too. So, what book are you planning on picking up next from Agatha Christie?
I would say probably Crooked House.
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it.
I'd probably pick up either Stina's book, because I do like the supernatural elements too, and then probably Roger Ackroyd, but just because I need to see if I can figure out this twist. I'm gonna see if I can figure it out. But I do want to read And Then There Were None. I really do want to read that one too.
I would pick Then There Were None,
Mm-hmm.
or Crooked House, or the one Jen mentioned, Malin.
Oh,
yeah.
Me, Jen, the one I
Yeah.
mentioned?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that wasn't written by Agatha Christie, but it was definitely it was she was a character. It like the murder happened in her house when she, and Mallowan Hall. That's her second husband. I think second. That's what you said.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like you get, and again, I now thinking back because I didn't read Agatha at that time. Like you get elements of like, where the narrator like makes reference to one of her books or how she was writing or things like that. So
That would be so fun.
yeah. Like you get, and then you get like elements into like there are I think conversations, like short conversations where you see her talking to Agatha in the story, like later on, I believe it was like later on. So that was really cool.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Jen.
Yeah.
I forgot the question.
what would I pick up? I know I had to think about it for a second. So I definitely would say I like your description of Crooked House, like the Knives Out and Stina. Both of those books, I agree, like are probably ones that I would want to pick up. But I honestly think I would just pick up the whole Poirot series at this point because I just want to.
Yes. Like hearing you guys talk about Poirot makes me really excited to just dive back into his character in general.
Yeah.
Betsy wants to try Halloween Party and Poirot's Christmas book in December.
Ooh.
His Christmas book. What's his Christmas book called?
Yeah.
Cute. Christmas book.
I think it's something like Poirot at Christmas or something like that.
Oh my gosh. I bet he would be a treat at Christmas. I think her second book, written as Mary Westmacott, is up next for me. Cool. Trying to read Poirot in order, and it was Chantel that got me interested in Agatha. Nice. Also wanted to read Cricket House, and then there were none. Yes, I definitely want to try There Were None. Especially since Jennifer said that, like, nobody's going to guess it, which is so fun.
Yeah, that twist was good.
Okay, maybe that'll be my next one.
Have you read Aaron's book?
Me?
The Murder on Aaron? Yeah.
I have, yeah.
So is it better than that twist?
To be honest, I don't remember the twist in Murder on the Orient Express. I think I probably read it when I was in college.
No.
Because I didn't, I don't remember reading it, but as I was looking at the Agatha Christie books that I've read, Murder on the Orient Express is on there, and I'm like, I need to reread that because I don't really remember it.
She doesn't remember the twist.
I feel like that
How do
one.
you forget that?
That one I feel like is everybody's first, like normally. Like whenever I hear, but like, yeah, whenever I hear anyone talk about Agatha Christie, it's always the Orient, the Murder on the Orient. So I'm like,
It kind of sets the stage for everything else.
Yeah,
it is her. Like, I feel like her most popular.
Yeah, I think, and then There Were None is the one that I remember the most as being like the very beginning of when I was reading Agatha Christie. So, but I did really like that one. And I remember that twist.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick that one up. I cannot believe you can't remember that twist. Though.
I know. I can't either, honestly.
That's crazy.
I know.
Oh,
that's also one reason that I can like reread books is because like
that is true.
I read it for the enjoyment at the time.
Mm-hmm. I'm the same.
But you also are like, every time you look at that book, you gotta say, oh my gosh, that was crazy.
I need to reread it soon, and then I can tell you, like, if at the end I'm like, how did I not remember this?
I hope it shocks you again. Brittany also wants to read the same book as Stina, Tommy and Tuppence. Poirot's Christmas. I went to see the movies. Yes, I do want to continue watching the movies.
Yeah,
but read the books first. Poirot's Christmas, I think, but there are certain books they say to read before the Christmas book.
We got a couple of months. Got a couple of months before Christmas comes.
Yeah, just September.
Yeah.
Maybe Cricket House and Autumn Chills. Alternate titles are Murder for Christmas and A Holiday for Murder. Oh, so it has alternate. Oh. That means like my reaction would be
that would be good.
Putting that on my immediate TBR, even though I just forgot how to read recently. So just come back with me on that one. All right.
I would really love to see a vlog of you reading And Then There Were None.
That makes me so scared.
I mean, it's not bad. Obviously, it's not bad because we're talking about how much we like it. But it's not anything you need to be afraid of. It's just not something you're going to guess. It's just really a really good twist.
Okay. Let's talk final ratings. What did you give your books? Whoever wants to go first.
I gave mine a 4. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, the only reason why I knocked it down, the 1 star, is just because a little bit predictable in my opinion, but I really enjoyed it. So overall, 4 stars.
Nice. I feel like we're making Agatha Christie roll in her grave right now, calling her predictable and watching the movie before her ending and calling Poirot.
I'm sorry. I don't know how I predicted it. I just did.
She is rolling.
It was probably a one-off. I will probably never guess another one of her twists ever again.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Jeannie, what did you rate yours?
I rated mine a 4 as well. Honestly, like a lot of the time I give fives to books that I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is one of the best things I've ever read.
Mm-hmm.
And Agatha Christie, like I love her as an author, but that one specifically, I was just like, I loved it, but not to that level.
Yeah.
I gave mine a 3.
That is surprising.
I know.
Wait, I'm curious, Erin, did you give it a 3 because you watched the movie first? Like, do you think it would have been different if you read?
No,
Okay.
I gave it a 3 because I struggled to. That's why I watched the movie, because I was struggling
got it.
to
Okay.
keep reading it. And I didn't want to stop reading it, so the
Yeah.
ending was great. It was great. Just compared to other things, that's why I went with a 3, just because, I don't know. It was hard to. Reading for me, I really need to be drawn in from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. Don't come for me in the comments.
So I agree, especially with like thrillers. Like, I know this is mystery, not thriller, but like with thrillers, I hate when they are like take so long to get exciting. Which again, kind of like I only read the one that you suggested for the May pick, but that was my issue with Riley Sager in the beginning. I'm like, all right, let's get going. Like, so if it doesn't have that, you know, like you said, Erin, like straight on.
Yeah.
I'm like, but
yeah, it was like
the
next chapter is the next interview with the next person. It wasn't like, what happens next?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah.
And I agree with what you said about like either like a thriller or a cozy mystery. You know, I'm not a huge hardcore mystery fan. And I would either rather have a thriller or a cozy mystery, not a straight the line mystery. And I think that also tainted my enjoyment of it. Because again, I'm not a huge mystery fan, but I did end up giving it a 4. The entire book, I was going to give it a 3. But the twist made it a 4. So I feel like that's pretty good. It made it go up a whole star. Roger Ackroyd was a 5 for Betsy. Nice. 4 stars. 4 for the collection. 5 for Witness.
Oh, like I said, this was probably a one-off. I probably will never guess another ending of Agatha's again.
She is being humble. I guarantee you she could do it. She's going to do it. Oh, hot take. I could never quite understood the fuss about Orient Express. 4 stars. My only issue is that sometimes most of the stories revolved under upper class people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I agree. Like all historical cozies or historical mysteries. I don't know if they'd be. I mean, I think they're categorized as historical cozy mysteries. I feel like they're all the same. Like you never get a viewpoint from the other classes. That'd be interesting.
That is true. I feel like that's a good point, Annie. That is something that
I would love to look in to see if there's any. Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of get that though, because I feel like with historical mysteries, the lower class was so much worse off.
Yeah.
Than like the lower class would be these days.
Yeah,
most of the lower class.
Right. I feel like that would be. It's almost like reading the tabloids, right? Like you want to see all the dirty dirt on the rich and famous. So I feel like maybe it's kind of giving those vibes, which is why they're always the focus. Yeah.
Also read Christie's stage adaptation, and then there were none. The ending is different.
Okay.
Why would they change it? I'm newish to Agatha Christie, so I gave it a 4. I don't know what I don't know. I feel like 4 is a pretty good starting point.
Yeah.
The war was starting, and the producers insisted on a different ending.
Oh, okay.
Why would they do that? But if you want a production now, they go back to the original ending. Oh, if you watch a production now, they go back to the original ending.
Hmm.
Good to know, Stina.
Again, I always say I'm so bad at making like connections, but that totally just. Have you guys ever watched The Librarians? Not the movies, like the TV show.
I've seen like previews for it, but no.
Yeah, they did an episode like that where a writer had a different ending in the book than what was actually published, and there was a whole thing like it was just like, yeah, I'm wondering if like that was some kind of, because I feel like Agatha is like all over the place now, like when you really think about it, right? Like I don't know, I just feel like connections are all over. She's so, I don't know what the word is. But yeah.
Brittany gave all three of hers 3.25. I
Okay.
think it's very specific. I love that. The narration killed it for me. I'm sorry. It really can taint a book. I've been reading Charles Dickens lately, which always have some mystery. Most of them revolve around middle and lower class.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, Charles Dickens wrote like he was he wrote mainly to like expose industrialized society and like things like that, like especially A Christmas Carol, like the workhouses.
Yeah, I never realized that.
It's actually funny because on the old state exams they changed them, but for the social studies exam here in New York, what they call it Regents exams, that was actually a question they used to reference, like Frederick Engels, who wrote the Communist Manifesto, Charles Dickens, and there was somebody else, like all our authors that exposed what, and it's the problems in society during the Industrial Revolution. Yeah, history teacher here, sorry. But yeah, all like I mean, I want to say 95% of his works are meant to be to expose, you know, the lower class problems during the Industrial Revolution.
Oh my gosh.
in England.
So yeah, that's a really big contrast from Agatha Christie then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like they were pretty much trying to do the same thing, but
yeah,
I never realized that before. Who is Noah Wiley?
He is the lead in The Librarians. So you got to watch the movies first. I love him too. I actually, it's funny because he's in a new show. He's in a medical show on HBO Max, and I can't separate. Like, I just keep seeing Noah Wiley, the librarian, and I'm like, no, he does not belong in the hospital.
Yes, I hate when they do that. Like when they take Gilmore Girls characters like Dean and Luke, and they put them in new roles. I'm like, what are you doing?
But Luke is very typecast. He's in a current show right now. He's very typecast. Scott Patterson.
Okay, I have not seen. I need to.
Yeah, you gotta watch Sullivan's Crossing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Sullivan's Crossing. I feel like he is much grumpier there, though. At least I'm only
here.
Oh yeah.
Yes. His character in Sullivan's Crossing is it's like Luke on a deeper level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm watching it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta hop on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've gotta hop on that. Especially like I love him so much. He is so fun. But I feel like he's the opposite in real life. Like I feel like he's a
I mean, I don't know. He puts on the persona that he's not like that in real life. So yeah, like in his interviews and things. But yeah.
Yeah, I definitely need to watch that.
I will say though, I feel like, I mean, obviously Gilmore Girls is like, you know, more surface. Well, in some ways it's more surface level, at least with Luke. Like there's not quite as much like depth, and there's more depth and drama in Sullivan's Crossing.
Yeah.
And I think it adds like another layer. So like if he is typecast, I feel like Sullivan's Crossing does add another layer to who that personality.
Oh yeah, I agree. It goes deeper into like why he's such. Yeah, like I definitely agree. It's not as like not that like you said, not that Gilmore Girls was lighthearted, but it is lighthearted in a lot of ways. Like it won't go deeper, but yeah. Oh
my gosh, I gotta add that immediately.
Oh my god, yeah. So all 3 seasons are on Netflix right now. I don't know when the 4th one is coming out. I want to say probably
it's
not
soon.
till like the spring. Really? Because didn't the 3rd season just end over the summer?
I don't know. I just started watching it recently, but when I bring up Netflix, it says new season coming soon.
Yeah, because season 3, I feel like I caught up to season 2 on Netflix, and then season 3 was either still airing or had just finished like a month or 2 ago. And they were supposed to be putting season 3 on Netflix soon.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like it probably won't be back in the fall. It'll probably be back maybe like I would say sometime in the spring.
Okay.
Or yeah.
But I mean, that'll give you enough time to watch the first 3 seasons.
Oh yeah. You're gonna fly through them. I feel like you're gonna fly through them.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited because we've been on like a major TV show binge. That's all we've been doing. And so I definitely am adding that.
Mhm.
Especially when my husband finds out Scott Patterson's in it. I just love him. Thank you guys.
Yeah. And it has to do with like a campground. So, if your husband is a little bit more like, because it has drama, but it also like has, I feel like a lot of guys will like it too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And just for the pure fact, Chad Michael Murray. Do I need to say any more? Like, come on.
I will say
What?
that
He was on Gilmore Girls. And then he left Gilmore Girls for Tree Hill, which is what he's known for. And have you seen A Cinderella Story with Hilary Duff? No, oh my God.
I will say though,
He was at Chilton. He was the boy at Chilton.
Was it Tristan?
Yes.
Tristan.
Yes.
He was Tristan in Chilton.
Okay. Okay, I know. I didn't know that was his name.
Yes.
I will say though, like, I feel like his acting is like very much the same.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen him. Like kind of the personality, or not the personality, but the expressions, the facial expressions that he makes.
I agree.
It's like very much CW show.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not always a bad thing, but I was like, I see similarities.
Yeah, oh, for sure. He's just pretty to look at, though.
I mean, fair. He's a good-looking man.
Yes. Carmen, you have to start with the 3 movies, The Librarian, and then there are 2 more after that, and then they did a spin-off show, The Librarians, and then they just finished the first season of The Librarians, the next chapter. I think they finished it maybe a couple of weeks ago. So start with the 3 movies. I think they're on Amazon Prime if you have Prime.
I've never heard
The Librarian. Yes.
Nice.
But so much fun. Love it.
My dog is like hacking up a lung over there. If I get distracted. Oh my gosh. I feel like her mysteries are including aristocrats, but I find the maids, clerks, villagers central to the story.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is usually typical, I feel like, of historical mysteries like that. There's always those lower class, servants, maids.
Oh yeah, for sure. You gotta have them.
Yeah.
Well. Brittany agrees with you, Erin. I was struggling with them too. Tate and Bell series is Victorian, cozy, and middle class and lower classes. Oh, good to know. I agree.
Well, yeah. So I'll my very first Charles Dickens, I read it's all the way up there. I'm not gonna show you now, but my book is so destroyed. I read it in 8th grade. It's called Bleak House. I remember bits and pieces of it. It's a chunker. My high school my 8th grade English teacher was also a like intro to English college professor. So like before I even got to high school, I was writing like long essays. Oh my God. But like, I mean, I'll never forget it. Like I knew how to write,
Yeah, I've heard like mixed things about that one specifically.
Yeah. So Bleak House it's a chunker and it's interesting. But like Oliver Twist, and I feel like even A Christmas Carol I loved it. Like I remember loving it and was like so surprised, but I feel like maybe, I don't know, Oliver Twist or I feel like maybe start with A Christmas Carol.
See, I have only tried to read A Christmas Carol and I could not get into it.
Okay.
I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
Like I've seen maybe 2 or 3 versions of the movie, but I have not been able to get into the book.
I think I like Oliver Twist better than A Christmas Carol, honestly. But those were the only 3 that I read. Oliver Twist, Bleak House, and Christmas Carol.
Is Bleak House like kind of gothic? Because it sounds like it would be.
Yeah, let me see. I don't even know if I could see the synopsis on this. Hold on.
It does seem Carmen seems to love Charles Dickens.
So this is my copy from 8th grade. Doesn't even have the cover because I've read it multiple times.
gosh.
This is the back.
Oh my gosh, that
it's taped up. I mean, I've read it so many times. It's yellowed. I got to get myself a new copy. But this was my original copy from 8th grade. Definitely has a gothic feel. Like the opening in the synopsis is Bleak House opens in London, shrouded by an something, I can't read it, it's ripped, an something fog, a fog that swirls about the court. And then it goes on to like this. So like just that opening synopsis like gives you those very gothic feels.
That does sound good.
I mean, like it talks about, and I don't know if this is a spoiler, so maybe I better not say it. I don't remember if it's in the back or not. Yeah, I better not say it. But like I said, it's a chunker, and this is, tiny. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed this one.
I love that. I also love your battered copy. That's really, really cute.
Yeah, like, and it has the old book smell too. Like,
oh,
that's when you know it's good.
Yep. So I don't think I will ever get rid of this. I mean, it's that's how many times I've read it.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. My dog is literally hacking up.
Was that him who just sneezed? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, he's in the ER before Librarians. He started as a doctor.
That's right. Yes, I didn't watch like early episodes of ER, so I know, but I still see him as the librarian, not the doctor.
And what is that talking about? Aaron, what is he talking about? The tribal scream was when he did it?
From Sullivan's Crossing.
Oh yeah.
Scott Patterson does a tribal scream?
Yeah.
I've got to watch this now.
I will say that definitely was primo acting. Like, yeah. Some of his expressions are very like high school CW show, but that like other parts of it is.
I love that. Betsy wants to read A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
It took me 10 years, but I finally made it through Great Expectations.
Yeah, I tried that one.
Absolutely not.
No, that one just wasn't for me. Yeah.
Christmas Carol is the shortest. Read Oliver Twist. I thought Oliver Twist was also short.
Yes. Which also, by the way, if it's supposed to be coming back for a second season, supposedly, but The Artful Dodger, it's on Hulu, is a reimagining, I guess, of Oliver Twist. It's fun. Yeah. It was fun. It was fun to see that. So it's from the Artful, like years later, from Artful Dodger's point of view. So if you liked Oliver Twist, I would suggest that.
The other Jennifer also really loved Bleak House.
Yes.
Just must be a theme.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like Bleak House.
Yes. Yep.
Poor and struggling. That must be what he's famous for.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So memorized. I worked the soundboard for community theater. That's so cool, Stina. I feel like you've lived 1,000 lives. I love that so much.
Yeah.
I gave away my classics when I moved, thinking public libraries would always have them, and now they don't.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So I'm so like
Fortunately.
Yeah.
Yes. We live in a sad, sad world. All right, lovelies. We have made it to the. I'm so sorry if I missed somebody's comment. They were jumping all around. I was trying to. I'm sorry. I could not keep it. Yeah, I'm a little rusty because I have not done StreamYard in a while, but I'm sorry if I missed somebody's comment.
We also went on a lot of tangents.
Thank you, everyone, including my beautiful co-host, for joining me for Agatha August. I thought this was really a lot of fun. Just to have a whole month themed for Christy. Plus, she was somebody that I really wanted to read from, so I figured that was the best thing to do. But you guys are the best. I loved having you guys here with me and getting to actually talk to you like face to face, screen to screen. But yes, thank you so much, ladies, for joining me. And thank you, everybody in the comments, for coming and participating and reading your books and always just having a blast with me. But anybody have anything else to talk about before we head out for the evening? Like anything coming up on their channels or anything coming up in their lives that you just want to let us in on our tea? Oh. But anyway, we will see you guys somewhere else on the internet. Bye, guys.
Bye.